talk about the house on 65th Street. I noticed something interesting. The song is all about a girl, but the name is about a place. So is the memory about the girl or about the place you were in at the time?
Man, good question. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
It's all you, man.
Yeah, I wrote the song, so I got to answer that.
It's just like stunning us in a basement right now.
The one thing I'll say this too is like we recorded the record with Eddie and Davis at 414 Recordings, and was it Fort Erie? It was Fort Erie, right? Yeah. I mean, so the house on, I mean, it was actually an apartment building on 65th Street, but house sound, it's 2 syllables versus 3 for apartment. Yeah.
Than you are.
Yeah. Remember what I said about not jamming words in? That was basically what it was.
Mansion on 65th. A little bit of
But I mean, it was one of those things where I envisioned us starting a life together there, and I actually proposed in that place. I think it's a combination of the two. The song is about the relationship, it's about the woman, but so much of the memory and that moment where I wrote the song about took place in this house/apartment. So I think it's a combination of the two.
There's a lot of challenges with keeping a band intact. So what advice would you have for new musicians? Because especially now, there's going to be lots of people who are practicing an instrument and going to jump out there. What would you suggest as advice for them when they're first getting on stage, and just how to keep things kind of peaceful?
Okay, so for new musicians coming into a band, if you're going in it to just for fun, or you got to make sure everyone's on the same page as you. If you're going in it to be very serious about it and you're giving it your all and you're spending all your time on it, then you make sure your bandmates know that. That's just one thing. So you guys are on the same page. That's what I want to say about that.
Yeah, and fun. Yeah, I would say fun. Like if you're not having fun in your band, then you're not doing it right. You know, you need to find guys that you gel with, or gals that you gel with, or whatever that you gel with, and I think that's really important. You know, and we all come from different walks of life. Like each one of us are so individually different than one another, but it's just a matter of finding that conduit, right? That anchor that kind of pulls you together, and within that, remedy, you need to have fun. If you don't have that chemical in there, it's not going to work out. So, and now it's like incredibly tough for kids to come and play in a band, way harder than when we had it, and we had it really hard. So, hopefully these bands come out, they start being more social and start playing with other musicians, because that's when you start becoming a better musician, when you play with other folks that are, have better talent than you or worse talent than you, and having that cocktail is going to make your band work some way, somehow, if you could just keep putting in the effort.
I think the one thing that I would actually give as far as advice goes, it's sort of like on both of those things, but it's like you always have to have something to contribute to the band, and the way the landscape is now, especially in the post-Spotify world where money's not coming in very much in terms of people buying records, and streams are getting like 1/3 of a cent per stream or something like that. It's just so low. It's everyone in the band should have a role or something extracurricular to the music, that what they do. If someone wants to take up producing, if someone wants to take up videography, if someone wants to be in charge of booking shows and booking tours and stuff like that, that's a good thing. I think that leads to cohesive of the bands, because everyone's contributing, no one's resenting each other. So yeah, I think that would be my piece of advice.
I think something I learned from this band when I joined it too is like, don't be a fake. Like we do have the conversation when lyrics come up like, oh, maybe it's too sad, or maybe it's this and that. We work on it, and it comes to being what I think we're all kind of happy with. Not even kind of like very happy with. Like, it keep every avenue open. I think if you're just trying to like, I want to sound like Led Zeppelin, and there's a band that may sound like Led Zeppelin right now that is killing it, good for them. But like, if you can't do it, don't fake it. And that's about that, I think.
That's why I can't trust your eyes, 'cause I don't know what they hide.